Hey, it's your favorite corruption fighter, Michael C. Marsh. And oh, do I got some breaking news for you. Oh, hold on here. Now see, we don't get these often here. What is this? What is this, will you say? Oh, hold on. I'm going to read it to you verbatim. But you see the little pretty little, the little badge? Man, that says Indian River County Sheriff's Office. This letter came from my sheriff. My sheriff has signed off on this. Not only has my sheriff signed off, which means the world to me. Listen, this is almost like me having another child right now. The level of happiness, okay? My favorite internal affairs sergeant on the bottom of this, Sergeant Joseph Abalo. Ooh, damn. So what happened, you asked? Oh, let me tell you. This is what it says. It says, Dear Mr. Marsh, the investigation concerning your complaint has been completed, and it was determined that your complaint was sustained. Ooh, what you did, Craig Thimmer. Damn, Thimmer. The investigation determined that there was evidence to conclude that Deputy Craig Thimmer violated departmental rules, regulations, policies, or procedures. Administrative agency action will be taken as a result of this investigation. Man, damn, what Thimmer did. Man, let me tell y'all about Thimmer. Now, good old Thimmer, he thought back in the day that I was black. Yeah, I know. I be looking all black and stuff. So, since Thimmer thought I was black, he decided to stop me. Well, that damn Thimmer didn't realize he was stopping Team Success. So, I met our fine Deputy Thimmer, and I realized that the good old boys didn't give a damn about my illegal stop. So you know what I had to do? You gotta fight fire with fire. I started pulling all the dash cam footage from my boy Craig. Man, you know what Craig be doing? Craig be speeding through Gifford. Ooh, wanted disregard of life. Don't even be caring about the poor children of Gifford. Listen, I'm going to say it's safe to say that I don't think Thimmer be eating no collard greens, and I don't think he's coming to the next Wabasso cookout. So Thimmer decided that he doesn't care about no speeding, so he's been excessively speeding in the fine community of Gifford. So you know what I did? I pulled all the dash cam footage. See, this is what's at our disposal. But we're not just going to talk about pulling dash cam. We're going to talk about illegal David lookups, FCIC, NCIC. See, we have to educate the people of these corrupt law enforcement officers that think that these badges give them extra rights. So you know something? Forget body cams, lawsuits. Oh yeah, listen, Team Success hasn't forgot about body cams, but guess what? They don't want transparency. Sue them. Sue them, sue them, sue them. We have plenty of lawsuits in Indian River County as we speak. This is the only way that you're going to change anything. Because there are good attorneys out there that take cases pro bono. There's some damn good attorneys that have represented me in my day. And there's some damn good attorneys that represent me now. Yeah! That Michael C. Marsh is represented by a couple different attorneys. Okay? That's what it's about. And I'm going to teach you that if you are a victim, listen, I had a great conversation tonight with a law enforcement expert, a retired U.S. Marshal, Mr. Foster, and I just checked out his site, Foster Experts. And do you know that he's an expert when it comes to police brutality issues? So Team Success is just getting bigger and bigger, baby. We got good cops, good attorneys, experts, we got them all. So listen, come on, join Team Success. There's a position for you. But back to Mr. Thimmer, because you know the sheriff's office loves my videos. Oh, they love it. They love watching me. They tune in for this. So, Sergeant Avallo, because I know you're watching, I sent him an email today because nobody from the agency wants to tell Michael C. Marsh why Detective Scranton decided to look me up. Oh, it's a simple question. Is it not a simple question? Speaking of good attorneys, I seen one damn good attorney that was watching for a second there, Mr. Riles. I feel so special. See, I don't just raise hell in Indian River County. I also raise hell in Palm Beach County, too. So back to Mr. Scranton. Who is Detective Scranton, you ask? Oh, let me tell you about Detective Aaron Scranton. Other than going through Gifford and I guess asking black men to open their mouth to see if they got gold teeth, just ask Mr. Drism about that. Detective Scranton came from Sebastian Police Department. Well, how did he get to the good old boys of Indian River County? Oh, wait. He was fired. Terminated. See, Detective Scranton likes to threaten people's life. But not only that, he likes to lie to investigators. Wait a second here. This is a little bit suspicious. So you get terminated for lack of integrity from one agency, but another agency hires you on. Have we ever seen this behavior before? Let's see. Yes, we have. Newman Raja, who killed my friend Corey Jones. He came from another agency with a checkered past. Let's see. The Derek Washington case, Deputy Keys, came from Broward County with a checkered past. Why are we hiring these problematic deputies that are ready to explode? Why? Their FDLE certification should be pulled immediately. Now, getting back to my favorite agency that has the best internal affairs in the state of Florida. I know. I love Indian River County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs. They are fans of Michael C. Marsh. As long as you don't befriend me. If you work for the Sheriff's Office, never befriend Michael Marsh. Because in the famous words of one of your internal affairs individuals, you know you shouldn't befriend Michael Marsh. And I've said this 1,000,001 times, and I will say it again. And you know, it's funny because whoever Joseph is that's watching right now, I don't know what agency he works for, but I'm going to say it's safe to say that somewhere in Indian River County Sheriff's Office, if he doesn't work for them, he's someone affiliated. But Joseph, keep on watching. Enjoy the show. Tell the attorney over at the Sheriff's Office I said hello because he watches my videos too. Speaking of those videos of internal affairs, soon come. Those videos are coming to a corruption site near you. I'm just redacting a few things because a friend of mine who was forced to resign from the fine agency, I want to make sure for his protection that his name's not involved because unfortunately that's what happens in the good old boy network. They force you to resign just for befriending Michael Marsh. I mean, damn. What am I, a corruption fighter here? What are y'all worried about little old me for? So, today was also the day that I found out how interesting that Michael C. Marsh really is. Not just Indian River County good old boys, but damn, Palm Beach County. So the state attorney's office decided to do a criminal investigation on me. Little old me. You know why? I was keeping the beat alive in Palm Beach County. So apparently, the state attorney's office found me to be a little interesting. Oh yeah, so they searched Michael C. Marsh. Not once, not twice, 3 times. 3 times the state attorney's office looked me up in Palm Beach County. So, why? Why would they do such a thing? Well, we're about to find out. And so will my attorneys. So, this is great news, okay? They're violating our rights. You cannot use the David system. the driver and vehicle identification database. Law enforcement has access to this. On the first screen, they are warned not to use this database unless they have a legitimate criminal investigation or that they're working on. Okay? Traffic stops. If it's not a traffic-related incident, they cannot use these databases. But here's the thing. How would you, the normal layperson, know that a David search even existed? How would you know? Most people don't. There's people in law enforcement that understand David, but don't even know how to do a David request because nobody wants you to know. No one wants you to know. But knowledge is truly power. So me, being Vero Marsh, I'm going to educate you, the community, because what they're doing is illegal. 100% illegal. So, we're going to have a nice little meeting. Excuse me. We're going to find a nice little venue. Most likely in Gifford somewhere, because I want to make sure that we can invite some prominent people there. Also, mainly, I want to extend an invitation to the sheriff's office. Speaking of invitations and emails, it's going on 3 weeks, Major Eric Flowers. I don't think you want to talk to me about body cameras, sir. But don't worry, because speaking of body cameras, tomorrow, Team Success meets the chief of the Sebastian Police Department, Chief Morris. And it is truly my honor because within 3 hours, the chief explained to me that there's no fight. She is a proponent on body cams. So you know what? Let's make it happen. See, even though a chief of police wants to enact these body cameras, it all goes to the city manager in front of the city council. If it's the county, the sheriff, it would go to the county commissioners because that's who has the money. So what we need to do is we got to get, number one, the chief on board, which in Sebastian, I will meet her tomorrow at 1 p.m. and we will discuss what's the next step to get these body cameras, okay? Because right now as we speak, the legislature is being created to hopefully mandate body cameras. So in the meantime, tomorrow I will meet the chief of police and Sebastian. And I believe it would be a great conversation, just like the conversation I had with the Vero Beach Police Department. So isn't this a little bit suspicious? Vero Beach Police Department will talk to Michael Marsh on body cameras. Chief Curry is a proponent on body cameras. I got the video to prove it. Sebastian Police Department, Chief Morris. No problem, Mr. Marsh. You want to talk? Come on. Made an appointment like that. Now, who are we leaving out? Indian River County Sheriff's Office. Why don't they want to talk about body cameras? The one agency out of all of them that strongly needs them. The month of April, how many lawsuits does Indian River County Sheriff's Office have pending right now? They got one for every month, okay? January, lawsuit. February, lawsuit. March, lawsuit. April, lawsuit, okay? You ain't got to take my word for it. There's current lawsuits right now as we speak. Brad Martinez, Derek Washington, another young lady who I won't say her name, she's got a lawsuit. Also, there's a class action lawsuit, okay? That's just the four that I know off the top of my head. But that's what's taking place. So how many millions of dollars will we pay out? How much does body cameras cost? I saw a few people tag me in the post about Taser, which, yes, I am familiar with the fact that Taser will do a free trial. But you know what? The sheriff's office isn't familiar with that. You know why? Because they ain't doing the research. In the words of your sheriff, God of Indian River County. Hold on. I got his signature somewhere. Where's his signature? Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. I mean, it ain't the real signature. I felt all special and stuff. I thought that was a real signature. It's just a computer generated. Not the same. I wonder if he would autograph this for me. Maybe I should send his assistant a copy and see if I can actually get this framed. Anyways, but yeah. So to lease body cameras would probably cost, what, $40,000, $50,000? I don't know. I don't know anything about body cameras or House Bill 93 or anything like that. What do I know? That you have to have the cloud storage, the training, all that good stuff. Damn, it's almost like I've kind of worked with some law enforcement agencies on their body cam initiative. Actually, I got a few of them just sitting around just for good reading. I like to read body cam initiatives. But what about your sheriff? Your sheriff said in 10 years, this will be the emerging technology. By then, everyone will go to body cameras. Well, you know what? We needed this emerging technology yesterday, Sheriff. In case you didn't realize, okay, your agency got some problems. Oh, yeah, because the last police shooting was, I don't know, within a month ago? Within a month ago. And other than that, there's some real questionable practices at the sheriff's office. So if anything, this protects you. Where's the transparency, accountability, accessibility? It's not at the sheriff's office. No, it's not. The fact that I can't get a return call because it's me, only because it's me, because they don't like me at the sheriff's office. I don't understand. I'm such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. Why doesn't anyone want to talk to me from the sheriff's office? I see them in public. No one even stops and says hi. I thought me and Leroy were like, I thought we was like this at one point. I really thought we was. I don't think he liked the meme of The Price is Right or something like that. Maybe I got his wrong side. But anyways, it's time to educate the community. So what we're going to do is the times of just hearing yourself speak, we're past that. Okay? Need to go in front of the county commissioners, and we need to explain the level of abuse that's taken place. We need to bring them factual evidence, documentation of these sustained violations, because this is the only way that you beat them at their own game. No one cares about you running around saying, you know what, they did this to me because X, Y, and Z. That might be the case, but until you hit them with facts. See, let me explain this to you. When the sheriff's office didn't want to get cameras for the administration building, you know what prompted them to get cameras? This guy right here. Oh yeah, you start walking up to a camera and being like, oh, that doesn't work. You see that? Doesn't work. Then they decide to do something. So trust me, your sheriff will put body cameras on the budget when you, the people, or when we get the media to come in. Because when the media comes in, that's when our voice actually gets heard. Because right now, no one cares about you. Listen, the sheriff does not need you. The sheriff has raised $90,000 for his campaign. So what does he need you for? He doesn't need you. We are nobody. We are not needed at all. Right now as we speak, and God bless him, Deputy Chambliss is still dead. How much money is in the Crime Stoppers Fund? Indian River County Sheriff's Office. That was one of us. Really? How much money y'all donated to that fund? Because last I checked with Crime Stoppers, the amount that's in there is only because of the fact that the family has also donated to the cause. But wait a second. We can raise $90,000 for a political campaign. Why the hell doesn't Chambliss have $15,000? Why isn't that in Crime Stoppers? Oh, I know. Your Gifford community leaders are working on it right now as we speak. Let me tell you something. If I lived in Gifford, I would run out every one of these. Yes, sir, master. Oh, master, the sheriff, y'all doing so great. Here's your award. Come on down. Okay? Keep your awards over there to your so-called community leaders of Gifford. Okay? Run them right out of Gifford. That's what y'all need to be doing. Because let me tell you this. Anytime an individual, a black man, can get beat to the point to where you can't even tell where his eyeball should be, okay? And the only thing that takes place is a reprimand. There should have been every last one of them that beat him should have been in jail, okay? Because if whatever I do as a civilian, if it's against the law, they do not get extra rights. Now, the next thing I'm going to post is our state attorney. Now, everyone isn't buddies with each other. You get the state attorney's office with the sheriff's office, okay? I was told that basically, oh, Mr. Marsh, that they don't investigate any type of police cases here. So apparently your sheriff's office can do whatever they want. So I'm telling you, the urgency of A, lawsuits, B, bringing in the media, and C, uniting as a front to get in front of the county commissioners and explain that, listen, we are tired of our rights being infringed upon. We're tired of being beat, okay? We're tired of the abuse of powers from these good old boys, okay? Like good old Craig. Listen, Craig, I hope you're watching, but I know someone from the agency will get this message to you. So let me tell you this. I got some more dash cam footage, sir, and you sure be speeding a lot. But you know what I can count on? I can count on my internal affairs division to make sure that they investigate it to the fullest extent. And you know what's going to keep happening? Good old Craig is I'm going to keep getting these right here. I'm going to keep getting these little sustained investigations. And it's going to be na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. That's what we're going to do to all these corrupt cops in Indian River County. You're going to go. Goodbye, adios. I don't care what agency you go to next, but you ain't working here. The time has come. We're done. We're absolutely done playing with the good old boys. So I don't understand why no one calls me back. I'm gonna take a guess and say that I think they're on to me on this whole lawsuit thing. But you know what? If you happen to have been a victim from one of the goons, hopefully it's one of my favorite goons, Lacey Thomas, Craig Dimmer. Those are just my main favorites. I used to always single out Sergeant Mike Pierce. I know it's been a while, but me and Sergeant Pierce are going to have a sit down. I promise you, Sergeant Pierce, I'm going to put the body cam down, and if you're going to talk to me about body cameras, then you know what? We can talk off the record, sir. Come on, let's go. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to contact you this week since no one else from the sheriff's office wants to contact me. Oh, speaking of sheriff's office, let me give my shout out because I don't like to be totally negative in my videos. One of the good employees, oh, actually, there's a couple of them. We're going to go down the list because I don't want to just single out one good person because they might fire them. Because you know, you shouldn't befriend Michael C. Marsh at the agency. Monique Jenkins is the public records person of Indian River County Sheriff's Office. And I deal with a lot of agencies because I put a lot of public records requests in. Monique Jenkins be getting me them public records requests like that. I mean, she just gets me them public records requests. Last night, I had a conversation with Sergeant White of the Sheriff's Office, who every time I've dealt with him, he has been fantastic. When I had the issue with good old Matthew Davis, oh, Deputy Davis knows who Michael C. Marsh is because I'm in his personnel file too. How you doing? Hey, Deputy Davis. See, Deputy Davis, you know what he realized? He realized that you can record the police anytime you want. You sure can. Glick v. Kenneth. Damn, Davis. Damn. Who else did I want to give a last minute shout out to? Deputy Page. It's another good guy over at the Sheriff's Office. Deputy Cynthia Vogelin, who they've managed to keep her away. But she used to be my go-to deputy when they used to have the little position over there inside the Sheriff's Office. So, getting back real quick to the David issue here, because I'll keep rambling on. So, David. Now, what exactly is that? So, like I said, that's a database that is used by the Highway Division of Highway Motor Safety, whatever the big name is. The Police Department, Sheriff's Office, Department of Children and Families, any type of governmental agency has access to this system. Now, they're only supposed to use it if they have a reason. They can't just be like, that damn Michael C. Marsh, he be looking all interesting and stuff. let me go ahead and look him up. They can't do that. Now, how would you know if they looked you up? So this is what you do. Every individual agency. So let me just pick my favorite. Let's just say that you thought that one of the goons from Indian River County Sheriff's Office looked you up illegally. What you would do is you would send a request to my favorite public records request person, Miss Monique Jenkins, which is public records request at ircsheriff.org. Damn! It's like I send a couple requests there. And they can go back 3 years from today's date. The local individual agency can. Now, you want to follow up, and you want to also do the same request with the DMV in Tallahassee. Because what they can do is they can also do the same search for the last 3 years, but they can also go back 7 years. So within the last 7 years, if you were looked up illegally, by doing this David request through the state of Florida from the DMV, both of those should coincide. But for example, one agency that got in trouble for this is that they didn't coincide. So the sheriff's office released one David, and then it didn't match up with what the state of Florida had. So that's what you want to do. Anyone that's involved in any type of activism, or if you ever had any type of battle with any type of public official, and you want to see if they're looking you up, because what they're doing is illegal. And it's actually cha-ching every time they do it. They have to have a reason. When they do the David search, they have to put a reason. So for example, if you were pulled over, it would say like traffic inquiry. If you're under any type of investigation or a warrant for your arrest or anything like that, it's going to have that. But they don't just get to arbitrarily say, you know something? Damn, man, so-and-so be looking all interesting and stuff, and I think he knows Michael Marsh. Let me look him up real quick. Nah, you don't get to do that. So if anyone has a question about how to do that, let me know, and I'll make sure I take care of it. And then also you can do other type of requests, but I won't bore you to tears. This was mainly to go over the great news that damn Thimmer was reprimanded by the Indian River County Sheriff's Office. Oh, and shouts out to Lieutenant Morris, who conducted the investigation. Thank you very much, sir, for doing it in an unbiased fashion, because, you know, certain people are not a fan of that damn Michael C. Marsh. They really aren't. Now, it's been a while since we've done a protest, and the last few protests have been in Palm Beach County. Well, it's time to go north. And it's time to hold a protest right here at home, right in the backyard in Indian River County. Soon come, soon come. Now, two of my favorite places in Indian River County is the sheriff's office and the courthouse. That's two of my favorite places. So, don't know which one yet, but I think it's time, for a celebration, because I believe one lawsuit will commence this year, and hopefully that family is paid out accordingly for the abuse that they have went through from the fine sheriff's office. So, anyways, there's going to be more dash cam footage coming soon. I just got to get all the video stuff uploaded, and what we're going to do is we're going to start holding them accountable. They don't want to go to body cameras? Man, I guess we'll just start outfitting civilians with body cams. Also, lawsuits have a funny way of making some of these entities start shaping up a little bit. So like I told you in the beginning, we have experts, we have attorneys, and there's also some good cops out there. Speaking of good cops, 2020 ain't too far away. So, if for some reason you had the audacity to vote for the good old boy system in 2016, 2020 will be right around the corner. And hopefully very soon we'll hear what candidates there will be who will go head to head for the Indian River County Sheriff's position, because it's past time. What has your administration done for you? multiple lawsuits, folks turning up dead, almost paralyzed. Last time that the media was here, they exposed the fact of when deputies get in trouble and they still get to keep their jobs, they just get sent to the courthouse. I ain't saying all y'all rejects over at the courthouse, because there's a couple of y'all that I like over there. It's a shame that my favorite lieutenant, Mr. Jim Hyde, is no longer at the courthouse, which that in itself looks a little bit suspicious. You know, it's a little weird that as soon as Lieutenant Hyde tells the truth on what the law is of recording law enforcement, that he magically found his way to another location at the sheriff's office. So apparently there's a new lieutenant at the clerk of the courts over there, and it's actually a lieutenant who I'm familiar with. So I need to familiarize myself again, because you know me, I got a habit of doing these little First Amendment audits at the courthouse. When can you go live at the courthouse? Well, that answer I've answered before, but we will answer again, and we'll see how our new lieutenant feels about that damn Michael C. Marsh recording inside the courthouse. Yeah, just got to keep him honest. That's all I want to do. I want to keep them honest. Also, you will see how your state attorney feels when it comes to being assaulted by the goons, because there's no other way to put it. When a deputy can force you to turn over your phone, shut off your phone, and then threatens you with an arrest for recording, what is that called? If I walked up to any civilian and I did that, I mean, would I not get in trouble for that? I'm pretty sure I would. So the turn up is real, and we're going to turn up even more, baby. I can promise you, and I can assure you of that. So shouts out to all the hardworking attorneys. I won't mention all of you there because of certain active open cases there, but you know who you are. You know, in this day and age, to see attorneys do pro bono work, that's what it's about giving back. And I just want to say thank you very much to all those attorneys that I get to lean on, as far as, because I don't know everything, you know, I don't know everything. So the fact that some of them helped me, and then shouts out to the other individuals who cannot be seen with that damn Michael C. Marsh, because I's a trouble. Shouts out to you. You guys all know who you are, and I know a lot of yous like to watch from afar, and so thank you very much. And, you know, in the course of the last 2 years, 3 different attorneys that ended up representing me, it was all based on someone just happened to know me, knew my passion, and got these attorneys for me at no cost to me whatsoever. And I am very, very blessed, because, you know, sometimes this big mouth be helping me out. Gets me in trouble a lot, but sometimes it be helping me out. So shouts out to those individuals. And lastly, shouts out to the good, fine folks of the media. Because I know I've said it before, that not all the media is our friend. They just want a 5 and 6 o'clock story to play again. But that doesn't mean all of yous. There's just some damn good reporters out there, especially all the good old buddies I've made over at Channel 5 and all the other ones that have interviewed me over the last year. And then the newspaper folks, there's some good people over there too. The Post, Sun Sentinel, the Times, down in Broward, Miami. Anyway, I feel like I'm giving like an acceptance speech. Did I win something here? But anyways, it's about accountability, transparency, and accessibility. All right? That's all I got until the next sustained investigation. So if y'all be seeing Thimmer in Gifford, you make sure he's doing 35 or 40, because now he knows. The more you know. Ooh, the next dash cam footage comes from my favorite deputy, Deputy Lacey Thomas. Man, that Lacey Thomas, That's another fine deputy. She's going to be on the next episode of End Corruption of Indian River County. Soon come. Soon come. And as always, it's I am, you are, we are. It's team success, baby. We'll talk soon. Plenty more to come. I can assure you of this.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.